I did not think this was possible, but somehow this happened. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update. I know I'm a little bit late to this situation, but I have my reasons, okay? I was busy celebrating Easter, so I wasn't able to work on recording and editing this video. But now, the grind is back. The grind to get to 4,000 viewers. Please watch my videos.
Man, shut your...
Anyways, let's talk about the video iDubbbz has put out as of lately, where he tries to bring back Content Cop. And I'm just gonna come right out of the gate and say it. The problem with this is that iDubbbz is long past his prime. I have even made the video where I talked about the problems with the modern iDubbbz, but basically there used to be a time where iDubbbz was really popular. He was basically the edgelord of the internet.
Every other slur, that can be used in a comedic sense or an editorial sense, but not this one, because that one has history. Well, guess what, fucking retards? All the other ones have history too. Zipperhead? Yeah. Asian people didn't get their fucking heads ran over in World War II. They weren't thrown into internment camps. But you can't say that one because it's got sort of a... It's guttural. Either all of them are okay, or none of them are okay. It's either all okay, or none of it's okay.
But then something happened. Perhaps it was the fact that he got into a miserable marriage. Seriously, those two look more like co-workers rather than a couple. Anyways, iDubbbz simply became a really boring content creator. In the video I made where I criticized modern iDubbbz, he made a video where he collaborated with some really great people. That video had a lot of potential, and yet modern iDubbbz still found a way to make that video boring, because modern iDubbbz and prime iDubbbz are almost like two different content creators. All the edginess and boldness that iDubbbz once used to encompass is completely washed away at this point. To say that modern iDubbbz is a shell of his former self is an understatement. I think watching paint dry is more entertaining than modern iDubbbz, and because of that, I feel like no one at this point has any faith in iDubbbz anymore. Therefore, when iDubbbz then released a new Content Cop video after millions of years, then it just comes across as a desperate attempt to be relevant again. It feels like modern iDubbbz tries to do something that only worked when it was being done by prime edgy iDubbbz, not modern iDubbbz. Anyways, here's how this video starts.
Fucking thing in our defense, actually Hila's not a baby killer. Actually accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far, because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
What we do here is go back.
I don't know about you, but to me, this is so depressing to watch. You can very clearly see how desperate he is. This is basically watching a grumpy old man going through midlife crisis. This is literally what this is. Anyways, then the video cuts to Hassan Piker.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan Up broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here in California, Los Angeles. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. I have a very important announcement. I've finally done it. I watched Ethan Klein's Content Nuke, and I'm not going to call it Context Puke as I normally do because the reality of the matter is it was brilliant. Nothing was out of context. Everything was correct. I am an Islamist, fundamentalist, radical terrorist. I am a vicious anti-Semite. It's true. Most importantly, Ethan is more attractive than me, both physically and also mentally. I've been lying about everything, including my glasses. They're fake. He was right about that. That's not even in the content nuke. And he was right about that too. How did he know everything? How?
This is the only enjoyable part out of this 1-hour train wreck. Hassan Piker shit-talking himself will always be fun to watch, because newsflash, I don't like Hassan Piker, for many reasons. Literally watch any video made on Hassan Piker and you will understand all those reasons.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Wakey, wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
Holy crap, what kind of cringe is this? To me this feels like that moment when Baby No Money stormed into a Moist Critical video. Except I don't like it here, because you have a shell of his former self and a communist grifter.
Time to be awake, Ethan.
Wake up, Ethan.
Holy crap, how did she get there? I have made several videos where I criticized this person. I don't want to see this person after all the atrocities she has committed.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
What is Frogan doing here? Okay, who do we have in this video? A shell of his former self, a communist grifter who made fun of 9/11, his #1 meat rider who also made fun of 9/11, another #1 meat rider who made a lot of insensitive statements as well. Seriously, iDubbbz, why do you choose to collab with some of the worst people imaginable? But anyways, we then get the actual Content Cop stuff. And yes, iDubbbz chose Ethan Klein of all people.
Alright. I didn't plan on making a Content Cop on H3. It sounds very stupid even saying that. H3 Content Cop, iDubbbz. Ethan Klein's out of control. And then you should do a Content Cop on Hassan Piker. Content Cop on Sargon of Akkad. If I would imagine this in 2016, I would have been like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's gotta be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out it's not me losing the plot, it's Ethan. He's the one who fucking attacked first.
My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
Alright guys, I'm going to tell you a story about Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his podcast, with what's been going on over the past couple of years.
Who the hell cares about Ethan Klein drama in 2025? This is what I mean when I say modern iDubbbz is really boring. He could have done this with any other creator. Remember when he tackled Jake Paul, Rice Gum and Leafy is Here? Those were big names at that time. Everyone was interested in hearing what iDubbbz had to say about those people. But Ethan Klein? Seriously? The only people that really care about his drama at this point are Hassan Piker fanboys. And the fact that iDubbbz tries to be relevant by pandering specifically to them is really pathetic, if you ask me. Now, this Content Cop video is like an hour long, but I don't want to watch all of it because I don't want to fall into a state of absolute depression, and I neither want to show all of it to you because I want to spare you from that as well. But I will put a link to it in the description in case you are stupid enough to check it out on your own. However, Ethan Klein has made a response to all this, and holy shit, his video is even longer. I'm just gonna play a small fraction of this so that you can get the idea of this video.
Today, we approach this episode somberly. I've dressed up as I'm, unfortunately, will be attending a funeral for a friend today.
Yeah, sorry, but no one asked. Seriously, the only people who care about H3H3 drama are those who are terminally online. Like, no offense, but if you know anything about the H3H3 lore during this year, then you have to touch grass. I made a video on him and Hassan a few months ago, I think, because it was a hot topic back then. But I forgot everything I said there because I am not terminally online, unlike what you might think. And now, since I want to preserve my own sanity and yours as well, I will call it quits here.